President Joe Biden announced Thursday that he will sign a Republican-backed resolution nullifying D.C.'s overhaul of the local criminal code. In an impressive display of cognitive dissonance, the president tweeted, "I support D.C. statehood and home rule, but I don't support some of the changes D.C. Council put forward over the mayor's objections, such as lowering penalties for carjackings. If the Senate votes to overturn what D.C. Council did, I'll sign it. Both of those things cannot be true." The president cannot fully support D.C. autonomy and also approve a congressional measure that overturns legislation the district's democratically elected 13-member legislature passed unanimously. Under the Home Rule Act, D.C. residents do not have voting representation in Congress, and locally passed laws are subject to congressional approval. Biden's announcement tees up a vote on a Senate disapproval resolution as early as next week, which is expected to pass with the support of at least some Democrats. 31 House Democrats joined Republicans in approving a similar resolution last month. If successful, this would be the first congressional override of a D.C. law in more than 30 years. At issue is D.C.'s revision of its criminal code, which has not been updated since 1901 and lays out definitions of crimes and how they are punished. The old code lacked specificity, which caused confusion for police and the courts, led to arbitrary outcomes for defendants, and resulted in disproportionate sentences. The final bill was the result of a thoughtful, data-driven, 16-year process that included input and approval from lawmakers, prosecutors, defense attorneys, and judges. The mayor's office also had a seat at the table, though Mayor Muriel Bowser launched some 11th-hour objections to certain provisions in the bill that reduced sentences for some crimes. She vetoed the bill, but the council voted 12-1 to override her. Ward 8 Councilmember Tryon White was the lone dissenter. In remarks to local Democrats last night, Bowser sympathized with Biden and members of Congress who support the disapproval resolution. "It's a bad bill," she said. "And I don't live in La La Land." As for the substance of the revisions, take, as Biden did, armed carjacking, a crime that is currently on the rise in D.C., for example. The old code contained a maximum 40-year sentence, which is the same for second-degree murder and twice the sentence for second-degree sexual assault. The revised code reduced the maximum sentence for armed carjacking to 24 years, which is still higher than the average 15-year sentence judges in D.C. Superior Court hand out for the crime.